Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody had a really lovely weekend. We're here to do your 45-minute Pilates session. We're going to use a little bit of equipment today. We have the Pilates ball, just a soft ball. It's about a 7-inch, 18-centimeter ball. So if you want to look, if you don't have it at home, look them up online. You can get them on Amazon. And a long resistance band. 1.6 meters, about the length of your mat should be how long they are. This one is from a company called Meglio that do latex-free bands, medium strength. So if you don't have them at home, you might want to invest in one. If you do have them, grab them. If you don't have it today, you can also substitute a bath towel kind of bundled up for your ball and just go through the motions if you don't have a band. That's fine. So we're going to start standing up and start standing at the end of the mat. Have a look at your feet. Toes and heels should be in a line like train tracks. Button your ribs towards your hips, draw the belly button in, and take a deep breath in, reach your arms overhead, and then breathe out. Come up onto your toes, ribs towards your hips, just holding your balance nice and high, and reach your arms out to the side as you slowly drop your heels down to the mat. Drop your chin to your chest, round your spine, and slowly roll yourself all the way down, hanging over your legs. You need to hang it for a moment, nod the head yes, shake the head no. And then bend your knees, scoop the abdominals in, and slowly roll yourself back up to standing. Just re-stepping each time, just waking up the spine, making every joint move individually. Shoulders and head come up last. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then again, exhale up onto your toes. Reach the arms out to the side, lace the fingers together behind the back, lift your arms, lift your chest, get a nice stretch here, and then drop your chest forward as you drop the arms away from the body. Good, just hanging there. Inhale, lift the chest slightly, and then as you exhale, drop the chest closer to the knees, let the arms drop further away from the body, and then let your hands drop down to the mat. Soften your knees, and then walk your hands forward, breathing out as you come forward. Lift the head, slide the shoulders down the back, get a little squeeze in your glutes, and then inhale, drop the knees to the mat. Exhale, lift them back up. Just tap the knees down, and lift. For 2, and lift. 1 more, lift up and hold, and then lift your hips nice and high, press into your heels, hold your stretch, and then walk your hands back to your feet. Bend the knees, round the spine, roll yourself slowly back up to standing. Shoulders and head up last. Once again, lifting your arms up, finding your balance as you come high into the toes, and then turn your shoulders to the left. Hips stay facing the floor, just twisting the upper body. Inhale, come back to the center, and then exhale, turn your shoulders to the right with the hips facing forward. Inhale, come back to the center, drop your heels down as you reach your arms out to the side, drop your chin to your chest, round the spine, and slowly come all the way down over those legs. Bend your knees, hands to the mat, walking forward, coming out into your plank. Lift the head, slide the shoulders down the back, point the toe on your left leg, lift it up and down. Squeeze and release. For 4, 3, last 2, 1. Tuck the toes under, point the toes on the right foot, lift and lower. For 6, 5, 4, squeeze that right glute, keep the hips in line with the shoulders. Last 2, and 1. Tuck the toes under, and we're going to come into a little push-up. Bend the elbows, pull them in tight. Exhale, press the mat away. If you need to modify, drop your knees. Bend and extend. Let's go for 4 more. Breathe in and out. 3. Last 2. 1. Up and hold, and lift your hips all the way up. Press those heels down. Hold for a big breath in, and then walk your hands back to your feet once again. Bended knees, round spine, rolling all the way up. And lift the head and shoulders. Now just circle your shoulders up, back, and around. 2 big circles back. And then 2 circles forward. Drop your chin, round your spine. Have a look, make sure the feet are still parallel as you just roll over those legs, really diving down towards the floor, hanging here. Bend your right knee, keep your left leg straight, and then change it. Left knee bends, right leg straight. 1 more time each way, and switch. Soften both knees, get the hands to the mat, walk your hands forward, out. Breathing out as you come forward. 1 last time. Lift the head, squeeze your glutes, slide the shoulders down the back, lift your left leg up, reach it to the top of the wall behind you, drop the knee under the body to that right elbow. Left leg lifts, and lower. For 2, lift, and drop. One more, high, and hold it here. Hold that elbow against the knee for 3, 2, 1. Back to your plank. Right leg comes up. Reach that toward the top of the wall behind you. Right knee to left elbow. Breathe in as you lift. Breathe out as you lower. For 2, and down. One more, and back and hold. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your plank. Lower your knees and sit back onto your heels. Rest your head. Now change positions, flipping onto your back. And grab your ball. Place the ball between your ankles, knees above the hips, button your ribs towards your hips. Draw the abdominals in, big pelvic floor lifts. Imagine your sit bones. Draw the sit bones together. Lift your head, peel your shoulders up off the mat, and reach your hands to the wall in front of you. Pump the arms, breathing in for 4 beats. Then flip your palms as you breathe out for 4 beats. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and up. Now, option to extend the legs, squeezing that ball tight. Look towards the abdominals, start to scoop everything in tight. Breathing in for 4 beats. And then out for 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Last breath in for 4. Breathe, 2, 3, 4. Get shoulders down, knees in. Take your hands behind your head. I'm going to breathe out. Stretch your legs as you lift the shoulders. Squeeze the ball into you. Lower the legs down and up. Breathe in, shoulders back, bend the knees. Now, if you lose your control through your deep abdominals, if your lower back starts to arch off the mat, then don't add that dropping of the legs. Just hold the legs. So either stretch, hold here, or if you can, without losing control, without losing that abdominal connection, lower the legs down, lift them back up, and then inhale, pull the knees in as you drop the shoulders. 2 more. Shoulders up, legs long, belly button scooped. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, shoulders back. Last time. Shoulders up, legs long. Lengthen, squeeze, hold. Belly button down. Inhale, drop the legs. Exhale, lift. And take the shoulders back. Pass the ball to your hands and pull your knees into your chest. Good. All right, pop the ball away. Reach your arms and legs long. Just stretch from the tips of the fingers to the tips of the toes. Then exhale, lift your hands, lift your head, peel the spine up, keep the feet down on the mat. Reach forward to the wall in front of you. Then inhale, restack your spine, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, round the spine, point the toes, squeeze the legs together as you articulate back down to the mat. Inhale, arms behind. Exhale, curling up. Stretch forward. Straighten up the back, shoulders down, and then round the spine, point the toes, squeeze everything together, inhale. Next one, we're going to add a little twist, so breathing out, peel the spine up, stretch forward, inhale, lengthen into your nice straight back, and then exhale, come halfway back. Click the shoulders back, lift your chest up, lift the right leg up, and down, then the left leg comes up, and down. One more time, alternating legs. And then if you can, zip both legs together and lift both legs up with an exhale. Inhale. If this feels too strong, go back to alternating legs. Stay there for 4 and 3. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Last 2 and 1. And then lower the legs down. Lower the chest. Slow, slow, slow. All the way back. Inhale. And then exhale. Roll yourself up again. Stretch forward. Articulate into that nice long straight back, and then we're going to breathe out, come halfway back. Twist to your left, open the arms wide. Inhale, center, twist to the right, and center, twist left, and center, and right. Really stretching through the fingertips with each twist, of really lengthen, and center, and the arms nice and long, back to the center, and then slowly drop all the way down to the mat. Big breath in, reaching the arms over your head. Sweep the arms around to your sides. Pull your knees into your chest. So coming into your V-sit. Hold back some knees. Click the shoulders back. Really lift the chest, lift your chin, and stretch into those legs. Take the arms away, and then breathe out. Control all the way back down to the mat. Big breath in. Again, exhale. Back into our V-sit. Shins parallel to the floor, shoulders back, chest up. Now, so you can, without using the hands, just lift the arms and your legs. Breathe out slowly, slowly, all the way back down to the mat. Inhale, and then exhale. Let's see if you can come straight up into that teaser pose with the legs straight. Feel free to use the hands if you need to. Hands behind the legs, then lift the arms up. Puff the chest a little bit more and then control, slow down to the mat. Last one, inhale, and then exhale. Back up into that piece, teaser. Stretch the legs, stretch the fingers, puff your chest, shoulders back, and then last time, just slowly releasing down to your mat. Pull your knees into the chest, a little movement side to side. Okay, hug the right knee in, stretch your left leg out, lift your head, lift your shoulders, chin to chest, switch the legs. Strong exhale with each knee pull, belly button scooped in, lower back presses into the mat. Stay here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pull both knees in, hands behind the head. Twist the torso, elbow touches the opposite knee. Stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the next one. 4 taps. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, change. Exhale, hold. 4, 3, 2. One more time each way. Twist, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe in. Keep your hands behind the head. Pull your knees into the chest. Keep the shoulders off the mat. And then breathe out. Stretch your arms and legs. Going straight into our double leg stretch. Inhale, knees to chest. Wrap the hands around. Exhale, reach. And tuck. Belly button hold in. If your neck is starting to strain, you can drop the head down for 1 or 2 repetitions. And then lift it back up. Or you have the option to just give it a little support with one hand. 4 more. Stretch and bend. 3. Last 2. And 1. Good. Take the shoulders down. Turn your head side to side. And just stretch the back of the neck. Come back to our tabletop position. So spine comes back into neutral. A little bit of a gap under your lower back. Button your ribs down. Draw the belly button in. Pelvic floor lift. Hands wide off the edges of the mat with your palms flipped down. Drop the knees down to the right as you turn your head to the left. Keep your knees together. Let that left hip come up off the mat. Then breathe out. Knees back to the midline. Head comes back to the center. Drop the knees to the left as the head turns to the right. And then exhale, narrowing the waist. Lift the knees back to that midline. One more time each way. Inhale, like gravity. Really drop those knees down. Hold. Then exhale. Narrow waist. Imagine a belt just tightening around your middle as those knees come up. Make sure you haven't dropped your feet or pulled your knees into your chest. Last one, knees drop to the left, head turns to the right, hold, and then breathe out. Back to our tabletop position. Now lift the toes up to the ceiling. Lift your head and shoulders up off the mat. Hold the right leg, pull, pull. Left leg drops the scissors, pull, pull. Good, stay here for 8, 7, shin to chest, shoulders away from the ears. 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Good, shoulders down, knees in. Now same again, but adding a little variation. We're gonna add a torso twist. If it feels too strong, just do another set of what we've just done. But if you can, legs up, hands behind the head, shoulders up, belly button in, lower back down. Turn the torso towards the top leg. Pulse, pulse, switch. Staying 8, 7, elbows stay wide like there's a broomstick behind your head. Last 3, 2, and 1. Great. Shoulders down, knees in. Now we're going to need our ball for the next one. Feet down to the mat, lift your hips up and place the ball under the pelvis. Now if you don't have a ball, feel free to grab a bath towel or something. It's kind of bunched up, or even like a tennis ball can work, a smaller ball. Anything that just lifts your hips slightly up off the mat and gives you a little bit of instability, a little bit of a wobble. Lift your knees up to tabletop, feet together, knees together. Wrap your hands across your middle and just really pull the sides of your waist together. So if you imagine that line that runs down the middle of your abdominals, we're trying to really stitch that as close together as possible. Draw the belly button into your spine, and then inhale, lower your right toe down to the mat. Hold it there. Lower your left toe down to the mat. Keep your shoulders down. Lift your right knee up. Lift your left knee up. Hold. So again, right toe comes down. Imagine you're touching water, so there's no weight into that leg. Left toe comes down. Right knee goes up. Left knee goes up. One more time, leading with that right leg. Right toe down. Keeping that wrap around your middle. Drawing the belly button in. Make sure you still have your pelvic floor connection. Lifting the pelvic floor up and away. And lift. Now flex your feet. Lower your left heel down first. So changing that leading leg to the left foot. Right foot follows. Left knee comes up. Drawing the dumbbells in. Right knee comes up. 2 more times. Leave that left foot down. Hold. The other foot comes down and hold. Check your rib cage is down on the mat. That lowest back rib should be touching. And pushing down to the floor. Last one. Left heel down. Right heel and up. And up. Now point your toes. Take your hands up over your shoulders. Take a big breath in, and as you breathe out, we're going to extend the right arm and your left leg. So I want the thumb of that right hand to touch the floor. Left toe points to the wall in front of you, back to your starting point. Left arm, right leg, reach, touch the thumb to the floor. Come back to your dead bug position. 4 more. Out and in. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Now come back to our starting point. So now we're going to do a little change. We're going to take the arm and opposite leg out to the side. So opening to the side, like opening out like the pages of a book. So the arm goes to the wall behind you, the knee to the wall to the left. And then the arm goes to the left as the knee drops out to the right. Knee stays bent 90 degrees. And you just need to stay still on that ball, that towel, or if you're just on the mat, make sure the pelvis stays nice and level. Pelvis doesn't tilt after the weight of that knee as the knee drops out to the sides. It's really deep abdominal, working transverse abdominals, your corset muscle, trying to wrap those tight, maintaining your balance as you move the opposite arm and leg out to the side. Okay, all right, let's pull your knees into your chest. So changing positions, but we're gonna have a little stretch first. Hold the backs of the ankles and just extend your legs as best you can. Take a big breath in and breathe out. Let it go. Hold the right leg as the left leg drops down and just pull that right leg in as you just let the left leg hang closer to the floor. Change. Left leg comes in, right leg drops long. And exhale. And just let that right foot hang. Join it with the left. Get your hips up off the ball. And roll yourself up to sitting and change. Flipping over to all fours. Now, if you have a band, we're going to use the band. Quick sip of water if you need it. So just to explain the setup. So if you're using the band, you just fold the band across your fingers, lay it across your mat with the open end in the middle of your mat and that looped end that kind of fold at the end of your mat. Place your left knee at the top of your band to pin it and open out the loop. Get your right foot into the loop. Stretch your right leg back. So if you're not using a band, just imagine you've got a heavy weight around that right ankle. Really squeeze the muscle with each lift. Check that your shoulders are level, your hands are directly beneath your shoulders, your right hip is pointing to the mat, your belly button pulled in, and then lift that right leg up, squeeze and release. Lift and lower. Stay there for 6 and 5. Again, toning that muscle, finding that definition, that the line that separates the hamstring from the glute. With each lift, so really by just squeezing that right glute, you get that definition in that muscle. Last 2 and 1. Now bend the knee, sole of the foot up to the ceiling, pull your heel in close, pull your ribs up into the body, and pulse up from there. I'm going to do 2 sets of 8, 7, stamping footprints on the ceiling. Little exhale with each lift. 2 and 1. Second set. Again, we go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Stretch the leg back out. Foot is flexed still. Pull the toes in. Tap the foot out and back. So you're touching the toe just off the edge of the mat. There's no lean into your left side as that leg goes out to the right. Also keep the bounce in the movement. Tap, lift. Tap, lift. Stay there for 5, 4. Last 3. Keep the core strong. 2. Keep pressing your mat away. Last 1. And then the foot comes back to the midline. Point your toes, zip the core, just lifting that lower back slightly, press into your fingertips to take the strain off of the wrist. Sweep that leg out to the right and then circle it around. Sweep it out to the right. So just sweeping the top of that foot along your mat, like you're brushing the dust off, and then sweeping it up and around again, squeezing that glute to the top for 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Foot comes down to the mat, sweep out to the corner, add a little rotation. So that pinky toes turned out and we lift the leg at the long diagonal, up and down. 8, 7, check your left elbow doesn't bend, your left hip is over that left knee. Exhale with each lift. Stay 4 more. And 3. Check you're not sinking into your shoulders. Hold the last one up and hang there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the right knee. Sit back onto your heels. Stretch your arms and circle your wrist. Just releasing any tension. Stretching out anything that feels like it's starting to ache. Just circle your shoulders out. And then if you're using that band, we just slide the band across. Pin it with your right knee. Loop it around your left foot. Stretch your left leg out. Hands beneath your shoulders, shoulders away from the ears. Belly button pulled up and away. And really press into your fingertips, especially with the second side. The wrists really start to feel that load as you lift the left leg up and down. Zip the core tight. Again, tone that muscle. If you don't have a band, just imagine you're lifting up heavy weight. Stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Bend the knees, sole the foot up to the ceiling. Pull the ribs up and away, shoulders down. 2 sets of 8, 7, 6. Sole of the foot to the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. Again, go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch the leg out. Zip the belly button up and away, shoulders down. Tap out and in. Find that bounce in that foot. Up and over and back for 6 and 5, 4, 3. Nothing else should move. Look at that foot. Just make sure you're lifting up as you go out. Last one. Foot comes back to your midline. Point the toe. Zip the lower back up and away. Check the upper body. Sweep the leg out to the left, up and around. Sweep up, back and around. For 6 and 5. So like you're brushing that dust off the mat. Out to the left. 3, 2. No bend in the elbows. Don't let the head come down. Hold the last one. Toe down to the corner of the mat. Now your little rotation. Shoulders down. Lift that leg up. 8, 7. Give it a good squeeze at the top. Make each one count. Stay here for 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that left knee. Sit back onto your heels. Open your knees out. And just slot your ribs down between your knees as you stretch your arms out in front of you. Just drag your hands back, just sitting back onto the heels. Lace the fingers together behind the back. Lift the arms, lift your chest, lift to the ceiling. And then lace the fingers in front, around the shoulders. And then arms up overhead, a little lean to the left and to the right. Okay, let's take the band away. Again, feel free to grab a quick slug of water. And I want you to grab your ball and place the ball between your knees. Feet are about the same distance as that ball apart, so they're not together underneath the ball. Feet, knees, and hips are all in line with, all in one line. A little bit of a squeeze on the ball. Tilt the pelvis, scoop the belly, round the spine, coming back into your C curve. Now float your arms up, shoulders down, elbows wide. Nice open collarbone, belly button scooped in tight. And we'll come down an inch and up an inch. Tuck and lift. Stay here for 6. So you're making a circle with those arms, maybe touching the middle fingers together. A little bit of pressure, just pushing those middle fingers together, get the upper body working a little bit as well. Last 2. And hold the last one. Breathe out, lift the arms overhead. Inhale down. Keep going there. 4 more. So you just see the feet, knees are in line. Middle fingers touching. Making a circle with those arms. That's 2 and 1. Now as the hands come down, we have a quick stretch. Just straighten up the back, open the shoulders. Then breathe out, tilt the pelvis, scoop the belly, round your spine, turn to the right. Shoulders turning to that right corner of the room. Come down an inch and up an inch. Tuck and lift. Stay there for 6. Make sure the shoulders are facing the hands. That's 4. Keep moving. 3, just showing different angles. 2. Hold the last one. A little bit more of a squeeze of those inner thighs. Lift your chin up. Lift the arms overhead. Inhale down. Lift and lower. Last 2. And down. Holding the last one up. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come back to the knees. Stretch out your back, shoulders back. Inhale. And I'm going to go the other way. So tilt the pelvis, scoop the belly, round the spine, back into our C curve. Imagine ice cream scoopers carved everything out here. Shoulders down, elbows out. Turn to the left. Shoulders and the hands facing each other at that left corner of the room. Down an inch, up an inch. Tuck and lift. 6 more. And 5, make sure the knees don't lean to the right as the shoulders turn to the left. 3, last 2. Hold the last one, breathing out, lift the arms up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, 2 more. Lift and lower. Last one, hands come back to the knees and stretch out your back. Let's take the ball away, knees together. We're gonna lean back into our C curve and pass the ball under your legs. Hold it there. Pass the ball over the legs. Hold. Pass. Hold. And hold. Getting that little pause between each one. Feet parallel to the floor. Stay there for 4. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Good. Just stretch everything out. Drop the ball, soles of your feet together, knees out to the side, getting that butterfly stretch. There. Now sit up nice and tall, pull your heels and grab your toes, and just straighten up the back. Really reach the crown of the head as you push those knees down. Excellent. Okay, knees come back together, and we're going to grab the ball and place the ball between your knees. Make sure you can touch your heels with your hands. Your feet are close in enough to your hips that you should be able to fairly easily, with a little bit of a shift side to side, middle fingers touching those heels. I don't want to have the feet down to the end of your mat like this. They're right and close. You're going to press your lower back down into the mat. Draw the belly button in. Give you a big pelvic floor lift. Curling that pubic bone in towards your chest. Try to breathe and expand into the sides of your rib cage. Open the ribs out like an umbrella. And then close that umbrella down. Draw the belly button in, squeeze your belt, and press your lower back a little tighter into the mat. Lift your pelvic floor a little higher. One more inhale to hold. So again, expanding the ribs out like an umbrella. And then breathing out, press the lower back down. We're going to start peeling the spine. That's a tailbone, hip bones, lower back, one vertebra at a time, coming all the way up until you hit those shoulders. So we're in a nice high shoulder bridge now. Squeeze all towel, whatever you're using between the knees. If you don't have anything between your knees, just give it a little bit of inner thigh connection. Button your ribs towards your hips. Really draw the abdominals in, and then drop the hips down. Squeeze the glutes to lift. Breathe in and out. Stay here for 6, 5. Squeeze the ball, squeeze the glutes. 4. Let's see if we can take the fingertips up to the ceiling. 2. Last one. I'm going to hold the hips high, squeeze the ball tight, narrow the waist. Transfer the weight into your left foot and slowly float your right foot up off the mat. Squeeze that ball 4 times. 3, 2, and 1. Now drop the right foot down, transfer the weight into the right foot, lift your left foot up. Squeeze the ball. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the left foot down, lift the hips a touch higher, zip the core a little tighter, relax your shoulders. Option to modify with the hands down on the mat if you need it. Right leg up, squeeze, hold that ball for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot comes down, keep the pelvis level, do little checks, checking your pelvis every now and then. Left leg comes up, squeeze the ball. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that left heel. Inhale, reach the arms all the way to the floor behind you. And then exhale, drop the rib cage, roll through your middle back, squeezing that ball tight, rolling through your lower back, hip bones and tailbone come down last. And then we take the hands back to your sides. Take a big breath in. And then come up onto your tiptoes. So again, you should be able to touch your heels with your hands. Press your lower back down, scoop the belly button in, get that pelvic floor lift, then tailbone to pubic bone curling into your chest. Inhale, expanding into the sides of the ribs. Exhale, imprinting that spine a little deeper, squeeze the ball a little tighter, lifting the pelvic floor a little higher. One more inhale to hold. And with the next exhale, we peel the spine slowly, one vertebra at a time, all the way up into a nice high shoulder bridge. ribs to hips, just shortening the distance between the ribs and hips, hands up to the ceiling. Breathe in, drop the hips, squeeze the ball, squeeze the glutes, inhale, lower, and up. So we're high on those toes now, so there's a little more distance to travel to drop the hips and lift them back up. Try to touch the mat each time. So feel that, low enough to feel that mat just tap beneath your hips. That's 2, and lift. 1, up and hold. Now we're going to try to come into our single leg shoulder bridge. If it doesn't feel right, keep both feet on the mat. Just do another side as we were just doing with the hips down and up. But if you can, float your right leg up. Squeeze the ball. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Right toe comes down. Hips a little higher. Narrow the waist. Left leg goes up. So squeezing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left toe comes down. Again, narrow waist. Shoulders down. Right leg comes up. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale to hold. Exhale to lift. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the left toe. Arms reaching all the way to the wall behind you. Backs the hands touch the floor. Drop the rib cage first. Middle back second. Imagine your spine like a pearl necklace. 1 beat at a time. Dropping down into that mat. Taking your time. Hip bones and tailbone down last. And then drop your heels. Hands down to your sides. Take a breath, remove the ball, and pick up your band. We're going to hold the band over your head, or just over your chest, up to the ceiling. Just a single band, hands about shoulder width apart. Feet are flat on the floor. If you look down, the knees should be in line with your hips. So we're not rolling out at all, not zipped in together. So knees hip width apart. Lower back presses down into the mat. We're going to peel the spine all the way up. Zip the belly button in tight, shoulders relaxed, and then float your right knee up, extend your right leg, flex your foot. We're going to lower the arm as you lower the legs. Point the toe as you lift the leg back up. So we flex the foot as you lower the legs down, and point the toe as you lift back up. Arms reach the wall behind you. A little bit of a stretch on that band. If you have that band, stay there 4 more. Look down the body. Hips should be level. Make sure the right hip isn't dipping down closer to the floor than that left hip. Squeeze that left glute, pressing to your left heel. And lift. Last one. Lower the arms. Lift the leg up. Everything goes back up, pointing to the ceiling. Now 6 circles with that right leg. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Everything goes a little higher. Reverse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot down to the mat. Hips nice and level. Now I'm going to pull the band, stretch, and lift. If you don't have a band, imagine you're just holding a barbell over your chest, stretching and then lifting. So get that imaginary weight. And so squeeze those muscles. Last 3. If you've got that band, just really stretch it as the elbows come down. Resist as the arms go back up. Last one, and then back of the hands, touch the floor. We're going to roll down before we do the other side. So just 1 vertebra at a time, articulating and releasing any tension that's built up through that lower back. And then lift the band straight up to the ceiling. Hips tilted, lower back presses into the mat, and just peel your spine slowly back up. Get ready for the other side. Send your left foot up to the ceiling. Flex the foot. Inhale, lower the arms, lower the leg. Exhale, point the toe. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Stay there for 6, 5. Again, flexed foot, pointed toe, leg goes 90-degree range motion. Just past that right knee and then up to the ceiling. 2 more, a little bit of a pull on that band. Last one, up and hold. Lift everything a little higher. 6 circles, 6. Look down the body. Right knee should be still. 2 and 1. Lift a little higher. Reverse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot comes down. Hips a little higher. Pull. Stretch that band. And lift. Just get the upper body working down and up for 5 and 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Then reach the hands all the way behind you and melt your spine all the way back down, 1 vertebra at a time. Let's leave the band behind as you sweep your arms around your knees, hug your knees into your chest, draw your chin into your chest, and then roll yourself up to sitting. Slide your legs forward, slide down those legs, just getting a nice hamstring stretch, wrapping around the backs of the legs. Good. Okay, we're going to come up to standing. So I'd like to challenge people to try to stand without using your hands. If you cross your feet, take your weight forward, and so you can power up from there, or you can also kind of give yourself a little momentum, rolling, kind of swinging yourself up. Pick up your band. Again, feel free to grab a quick sip of water as we set up for this next exercise. The next one is going to be focusing on our triceps first, and then our shoulders and upper back for the second exercise. So we start on the triceps. Pinkies point to the back wall, palms face in towards each other. You're going to bend your knees and hinge your chest forward. So your ears, your shoulders, and your hips are all in one line, angled forward at a 45-degree angle. Elbows zip together behind your back, and then lift the arms straight up and down. Lift and lower. So your shoulder blades are together. We're working into our legs a little bit, so your knees are zipped together. Core is tight, but we're focusing on the triceps, the upper part of the back part of your upper arm. Keep the shoulder blades together, keep your neck nice and long. Stay there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold the last one up. Now bend your elbows and then extend the lower arm. So your upper arm doesn't move. Your elbows are above and behind the line of your spine. And try to arch that back slightly, zip the core tight. With each arm extension, squeeze the muscles of the backs of the arms. Stay there for 3 and 2. Last one. Pulse your hands together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift the chest slightly. Lift those arms slightly. Stay there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand and roll your shoulders back. Roll them forward. And then turn your grip so that your thumbs point up to the ceiling. You're holding your band between your thumb and your first finger and laying across the palm. Again, with the palms facing forward, bend your knees, zip the core tight, lift the arms up and down. Lift and lower. Now, if you don't have a band, just add that imaginary resistance. Lift and lower, keeping the core strong, integrating all the muscles. So we're working the legs, squeezing the glutes, zipping the core. That's 2. Now, if you do have the band, stretching that band, you're going to circle back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the arms, stand, roll your shoulders back. Roll them forward. Bend into the knees, sweep the hips back. We're going to do one more set. Again, 8, up and down. So knees together, inner thighs together, core strong. Exhale, each lift. Stay there for 4 and 3. Last 2. Hold the last one, circle forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the arms and roll your shoulders back. Roll them forward. Drop your band, reach your arms out to the side, and just pull your elbows in behind the rib cage. Reach the arms out, and pull the elbows in, and then reach the arms out, and just twist the arms down and up. Twist and twist for 2 and 1. Big lift, arms behind your back. Okay, back down to our mat. No equipment needed for the next set, next series of exercises. We're going to be on our side. Start with the head popped up, shoulder back. Hips are stacked, belly buttons in tight. So lower abdominals are strong. Lift both feet up off the mat. We're going to bend the knee points up to the ceiling. Kick the toe up. Flex your foot, heels back together. Knee to ceiling, toe to ceiling, heels back together. 3 more like this. Lower leg is hovering, lower leg is strong, even though it's not moving. And get that hamstring stretch at the top before you draw the heels back together. Last one. Knee, stretch, and down. Now just check your alignment. Maybe draw that right hip forward, draw your shoulder back, zip the core in, lift the top leg straight up, bend the knees, sweep the toe along the lower leg and squeeze. Lift, bend, sweep, and squeeze. 3 more. And sweep the toes together, squeeze. Again, think of that friction between the toe and the lower leg, almost like striking a match. Last one, sweep, squeeze, and hold. Now just stretch a little longer from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Circle your top leg forward, all the way around, big circles. Forward, up, back, and around. Nothing else should move. You've got your hand to help you stabilize as you just click the heel. Your leg goes forward, up, leg goes back, reaching behind you, and down. One more time. click the heel, lift the leg, always slow movements. Step the heels back together, reverse the movement. Take it back, up, forward, and down, and again, back, up, forward, heels together. 2 more. And last one. And down. Good. Now we're going to kick that leg forward, back, lift up, and down. Still stabilizing with that top hand, either the hand flat on the floor on those fingertips. 2 more like this. Up and down. Last one. Kick forward, back, up, and down. Then flex the feet. One more time. Kick forward, back, up, down. 2 more. Forward. Get that stretch in the hamstring as you kick it forward. Last one. Back, up, and down. Just going to drop the knee forward, pat out any tension through that top hip. I'm going to switch straight over to the other side. So just going top to tail on your mat. Pop your head up, heels together, shoulders back, zip the core, knee to ceiling, toes, and get that stretch. Flex the foot, heels back together. Knee to ceiling, lift the toe, and stretch. 3 more. So really getting that turn out. Good, last 2. And 1. Zip the heels back together, just lengthen the body a bit more, lift that top leg straight up, and the knees, sweep the toe along the lower leg and squeeze. Lift, bend, sweep, squeeze. 3 more. Squeeze, last 2, bend, and squeeze. 1, bend, back, up, and down. 2 more. Forward, back, up, and down. Last 1. Forward, back, up, and hold. Now flex your foot, shoulders back, kick that leg forward with the foot flexed. Get a little more stretch in that hamstring with the flexed foot. 3 more. Imagine the foot running along a track that's in line with the hip. Last 2. No movement through the upper body. 1 more. Back, up, and down. Good. We're just going to drop the feet down. Wait a minute. We did 1 more on this side. I've almost missed it. Big circles. Up, over, back, and down. Do something with them quite right. 3 more times here. Click the heels. Take it forward, up, back, and around. Last one in this direction. Reverse it now. Take the leg back, up, forward, and down. Make sure you've done 4 in each direction. Slow movements. Really exploring that full circle, finding every corner of that big circle, and then drop the feet down. Just drop that knee forward. We'll stretch, reach the arm behind you, and then come all the way forward onto your front. Good. So we're going to have the hands back along our sides, feet hip width apart, tops of the feet on the mat. We're going to lift the chest, turn the pinkies up to the ceiling, pull the shoulder blades together, zip the belly button in, and then lower the chest. Lift, turn the pinkies up to the ceiling, palms reaching together behind your back, and down. Stay there for 4. Keep the neck nice and long, so your gaze is looking down at the mat. So the crown of the head reaches to the wall in front of you. Last one. Now reach the arms out into a wide V with your thumbs pointing up to the ceiling. Keep the feet on the mat, draw the belly button in, lift the chest for 6. 5, lift the arms and the chest. 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it up, pull your elbows back into a W shape, and then forward, drop the chest, lift the chest, pull your elbows in, drop the chest up and forward. Last 2, and 1. Good, hands under the shoulders, sit back onto your heels, stretch out your back. And breathe. Just roll over onto your back. Cross your ankle over the opposite knee. Wrap the hands around the back of that leg. Spread your shoulders. Really lift the chin up as you pull that knee into the chest. Add a little bit of movement side to side. And then change legs. Left ankle over the right knee. Hands on the back of the right thigh. Open the shoulders out. Pull the knee in. Add a little bit of movement side to side. And cross your legs. Find your band. Hand goes around the right foot with that right leg up. stretch. Leg out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. And then across the body for the outer thigh stretch. Keeping the right hip down, kick the heel away, pull the band. Come back to your center. Left foot goes into that band. Right leg extends that long. Pull the leg in. Get the knee as straight as you can. Breathe out. Just relaxing your shoulders. Relax your face. Drop the leg out to the left. And then cross the leg over to the right. Just again, straight that band. Pull. Straight the leg. Pull the band. And then back to the center. Drop your band. Pull yourself all the way over. Chin to chest, round out your lower back. Exhale, then tuck your toes under, lift the knees, press into your heels. Just hold your stretch there, and walk your hands back to your feet. Just hang over the legs, wrap around the backs of the legs, nod the head, yes. Shake your head, no. Let the arms hang, bend the knees, soften your lower back, and slowly roll yourself all the way back to standing. Shoulders and head up last, heels together. Inhale, lift the arms up, and then exhale into your balance. Being core in tight. And reach your arms out to the side, and just swing the arms, bend the knees. Good. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. We're back for an advanced session tonight at 5:30. We'll be here at 9 a.m. the next 3 mornings. We're going to be using different equipment, different exercises every day. So please do keep tuning back in and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you soon.